Today I'm going to tell you about the poltergeist story. So, to give a little bit of context, at that time when this happened, I was used of seeing ghosts and all types of entities. So, I was not scared of it anymore. It became usual at that point. So, this story happened. I was actually in transit. I was traveling and I stayed one night in a hotel that was pretty cheap, you know. It was not a 3-star or 4-star hotel. It was very cheap, and when I got in the room smelled bad. It smelled humidity. The bathroom was even worse. It smelled really, really, really bad, like really humid, disgusting. So I started to open the windows, etc. But like the smell remains, and at the same time I don't feel comfortable in the room. And at first I thought that okay, it's because of the smell, but there was something else. And at some point during the evening I was like, well, Diana, obviously you're feeling something is not right, so maybe it's a clue. Just connect yourself and see what is around you in the invisible, which is what I did. And when I did that, so I connect. And as I connect myself, I'm able to see everything that is around me. And so when I'm connected, I see this, I was going to say woman, but like truly, it was like the woman from The Ring, the movie The Ring, like that, staying that close from my face. I got so scared that I disconnected myself, which truly never happened, but it was scary, okay? So I disconnected, like, immediately. It took me a little bit of time to get, back to my senses and find the courage to connect again. When I connect myself again, she's like right there. And I'm like, oh, okay, hello, you can see me. Do you mind telling me who you are? And she was not saying anything. She was just looking at me, kind of like in a very intrigued, curious way. She was just looking at me. And I asked her so many questions. I was like, do you want to share with me what happened to you? Who are you? Where were you when you were alive? Do you want to share anything? She was not saying one single word, like just looking at me in this strange way. And I was so uncomfortable. And so at that time I had the idea. I was like, obviously Diana, whatever she is, she maybe a ghost, maybe human, maybe like, I don't know, but I'm just going to open a tunnel of light and see what happens, Like, he was like, I need help. I need help from above, like, please. So I opened the tunnel of light, and when she saw that, she started being like so intrigued by it. She fixed it, and she actually started to fly away towards the tunnel. And as she was in the air, like getting closer and closer to the light, she transformed, and she became as she used to be when she was alive. And she was this beautiful young lady, brunette, very nice, very, like, nothing to do with the appearance that she had while, just a moment ago. And as she's getting closer to the light, and she's transforming back to her old self, she's telling me what happened to her. And so she tells me that she had this horrible death, and it was like this was the basic source of the condition that she had, like becoming a poltergeist. She was not finished telling me the story when she went into the light. And the thing is, when souls get into the light, they do not say anything negative. Like, they don't have any more regret, they don't have remorse, they don't have hatred, they don't have like all these negative emotions. It does not exist. It was just like she forgot about it. She was like, hey, who cares? And she was in the light. And so I did not get the end of the story, and she was the only poltergeist that I saw. So I don't know what was the additional element that made her transform into a poltergeist, while I had seen before and even after a lot of people who had terrible, horrible deaths, but they never turn into something like that. So I don't know. I truly don't know. But that was the story of the poltergeist.